Hello, and welcome to Lotus Yoga and Counseling. My name is Kailani. I am a licensed mental health counselor and yoga teacher in Washington State. Today we have a 5 elements meditation designed to help you find balance within yourself. This is a great practice for grounding yourself. If you're feeling overly stressed or restless, or maybe even if you feel like you're not connecting very well to yourself. For this meditation, all you need is some time, a quiet space, and you can choose to either sit or lie down. Now is a good time to pause the video, grab whatever you need, and then press play when you're ready to get started. Each of our bodies is made up of 5 elements: earth, water, fire, air, and space. Some of us feel more in tune with a certain element, but they all require balance and attention and time. We'll begin this practice by pivoting into the meditative state. This means turning off the thinking brain, settling the body, and dropping expectations or attachments to the outcome of this meditation. Your only real task during meditation of any kind is to simply be present. Be there for the process, not the outcome. So I'll give you some silent moments to just ponder what it would be like to be present, to be here. No need to actively clear your mind, just letting go of expectations. Take a deep inhale through the nose and slowly release through the mouth. Try it again. Slow inhale through the nose, filling up as much of the body as you can, and releasing gently through the mouth, even longer than your inhale. Take another inhale, actively releasing any tension you may be holding in the body. And exhaling, check in with smaller connective tissues, especially in the face. Separate the teeth, unclench the jaw. Take another deep inhale. And exhaling when you're ready. If at any time during the meditation you find your attention wandering, just take an inhale. Inhales are activating. They can remind you of the present moment. bring you back to your intention to simply be present. We'll begin this 5 elements meditation journey with the earth element. Even if you are not touching the earth, consider for a moment that at some point the earth is directly beneath you, above you, and all around you. Imagine what that looks like. If you're inside, there might be a floor with carpet or hardwood or tile. Beneath that is a foundation. Beneath that is the ground. Above you is atmosphere, clouds, space. Take another deep breath in, and as you breathe out, simply become aware of your surroundings. That at some point there is something made of earth or the earth itself within your reach. Even the clothes that you are wearing came from the earth, despite possibly being made of man-made materials. Those materials still came from the earth. Your very flesh and bones can bring the earth element in the body into balance. The earth element is heavy, solid, stable, and difficult to change. Imagine that you are a tree deeply rooted into the earth. Imagine your roots twisting and turning and growing and expanding through the dirt and the rocks, soaking up the water and the nutrients from the earth. As this tree, you can overcome weather. You can overcome seasons. Perhaps visitors by humans or animals. Explore and cultivate this feeling of solidity, of being stable. I'll give you some silent time to contemplate. The earth element could not exist without water, our next element. Take another deep breath in, and as you breathe out, become aware of the blood rushing through your veins. Become aware of the water that you have had today. About 80% of your body is made up of water. Just by bringing your awareness to the water in the body, you can bring this element into focus. Feel the flexibility that comes when the water element is in balance. This flexibility will help you to navigate all the concerns of your day and the days ahead. Imagine that you are lying on your back, floating down a river, or perhaps a cool mountain stream. Feel the energy and the power of the water, the way it ebbs and flows around trees, branches, rocks. If you were to allow yourself to let this water carry you, guide you, you would eventually reach a destination without having done anything except trust that you will be supported by the water, trust that you will be carried, and that you will eventually arrive. Consider how this metaphor has been present in your own life. If there's a problem you're currently facing, how could this concept be applied? I'll give you some silent time to consider this. We now come to the fire element. Take another deep breath in, and as you breathe out, become aware of the warmth in your body. By bringing your awareness to the warmth in your body, you can bring the fire element in the body into balance. You can harness your creativity, your power, your focus. This is where we find the strength and courage to advocate for ourselves, our values, our boundaries, and maybe even for others. Consider the heat of fire, the color of fire, the shapes, what it can do. See if you can apply any of the features of fire to the fire that innately burns within you. See if you can determine where it lives within the body. And become aware of what brings out your fire. Either something that makes you passionate or even angry. Knowing that both can provide us with the energy to make action. Focus for the next few moments on the things that make you passionate. The things that get your fire roaring. We now move on to the air element, something which can also fuel our fire. Take another deep breath in, and as you breathe out, become aware of the air moving out of your lungs. By bringing your awareness to your breath, you can bring the air element in your body into balance. The air element is responsible for our feelings of being compassionate, friendly, and loving. Air is movable, changeable, and light. Attach your mind to your breath and follow its movement in and out. No need to change the breath. Just simply observe. Notice how you feel emotionally when you focus on your breath. Our breathing is certainly an automatic function, but when we give attention to the quality of our breath, we are practicing a very visceral type of self-care. We are helping our body regulate its systems, We are reducing anxiety, depression, stress, lack of focus. We come back to ourselves when we come back to the breath. In fact, this is similar to the idea of putting an air mask on yourself before putting one on someone else on a plane. You cannot help others if you have not first helped yourself. Let us take a few silent moments to contemplate how bringing attention to air allows us to balance our air element, and how that makes us more loving, compassionate, and friendly. The final element is space. Take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, become aware of the space in your mind, where there are no worries, memories, thoughts, or emotions. The place where you just exist. Feel the peace that comes when the space element is in balance. Imagine yourself comfortably floating within the mind. You can see thoughts, memories, feelings far off in the distance. If you feel that they are close and might interrupt your process, imagine yourself stretching your arms out wide on either side of you and creating a bubble of protection around you so that you can stay in this peaceful place. This is a metaphor for creating safety anytime, any place within yourself. Remind yourself that the memories will be there when you're ready to return to them. Your thoughts can wait. Your emotions are valid, and let them be. I'll offer you some silence to continue practicing, imagining and cultivating this quiet, safe bubble within your own mind, giving yourself as much space as you need. Take another deep breath. Imagine the earth, water, fire, air, and space elements inside of you, all in balance. Feel yourself in balance with them. You might have felt a particular draw to one or more of these elements throughout this practice. Make a note of this. This is likely where you feel your power. This is likely a place where you can find inspiration. So you might seek out these elements. For example, if you felt connected to water, you might find a quiet stream in which to bathe your feet. If you were drawn to fire, you might spend some time meditating with candlelight. Whatever your element is, be sure to give balance to all the elements, to give yourself that attention, to practice self-care. When you're ready, begin to conceptualize the surrounding space. Begin to bring movement back to the body ever so gently. Returning to your present moment whenever you feel ready. Thank you so much for joining me. Namaste.